Sri Lanka is currently undergoing a International Monetary Fund supported program, and one of the key mentions in this program is a cost reflective electricity pricing. Good morning and welcome to the Breakfast Rundown with me, Zulfick Farzan. Now, the Public Utilities Commission of Sri Lanka, or the PUCSL, will officially launch a series of public consultations regarding proposed revisions to electricity tariffs. The initiative begins today with the first session centered in Trincomalee. PUCSL's Director of Communications, Jayanath Hewat, stated that the Commission aims to gather verbal public feedback through regional sessions, starting with Trincomalee as the focal point. Hewat confirmed that the deadline for submitting written feedback is October 8, 2025. Now, just several weeks ago, something tragic happened in Alla, where a bus plunged off a cliff, resulting in the deaths of almost 16 people. Now, the final report on the tragic bus accident in Alla is expected to be submitted before the end of this week, according to the Department of Motor Traffic. Commissioner Kamal Amarasinghe stated that the report is currently in its final stages of preparation and will be handed over to the Ministry of Transport and Highways upon completion. Earlier, a 5-member investigative committee appointed to probe the incident submitted a preliminary report to the ministry. Now, that report confirmed a mechanical fault in the bus involved in the accident. Investigations revealed that the bus had been descending from a high-altitude area at high speed and was operating in 4th gear at the time of the crash. The excessive speed caused the braking system to overheat and fail, according to the department. Now, the accident, which occurred in the Alla region, claimed the lives of 16 individuals. One person still remains in critical condition at the intensive care unit of the Badulla Teaching Hospital. Now, the Central Environment Authority, or the CEA, has taken steps to install an advanced air quality monitoring device in Colombo, aimed at accurately measuring key atmospheric pollutants. Now, this initiative is part of a broader project to improve and manage air quality in Sri Lanka, carried out with technical assistance from the government of France. According to the CEA, the device will be strategically placed near the Colombo Fort area and is capable of precisely detecting 6 major air pollutants. The data collected will be used to assess and improve air quality standards across the country. Now, for the first time, the public will be able to access real-time air quality data through a newly developed online platform, enabling greater transparency and awareness of environmental conditions. Now, a fire that broke out last night at the Ana Vilundawa Wetland Sanctuary has been successfully brought under control. The blaze began at around 7:30 p.m. and quickly spread across a large area due to prevailing dry weather conditions. The sanctuary, a Ramsar-listed wetland, is known for its rich biodiversity and ecological importance. Firefighting teams from the Arachikattua Pradeshiya Sabha, Putlam Municipal Council and Chilla Urban Council, along with local residents, worked throughout the night to contain the fire and prevent further damage. Now, 3 individuals, including a Buddhist monk, have been arrested by the Mathale Division Crime Investigation Unit for possession of heroin. Police confirmed that the monk, aged 38, was residing at a temple within the Alawa Police Division at the time of arrest. Upon searching his possession, officers recovered 10 grams and 300 milligrams of heroin. The other 2 suspects, aged 29 and 31, were also found in possession of 17 grams of heroin, according to police reports. All 3 individuals were presented before the Pulghavara Magistrates Court yesterday. The court granted police permission to detain the suspects for further questioning. Now, earlier it was announced that a water cut will be implemented today for Colombo and several surrounding areas. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board has announced a suspension of a scheduled water cut affecting Colombo areas 1 to 15. The decision was made unexpectedly by the board earlier today. According to the official statement, the previously planned 9-hour water cut interruption from 10 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. will no longer take place. Now, the Department of Meteorology has forecast rainfall in several parts of the island today, with intermittent showers and thunderstorms likely in multiple provinces. According to the latest advisory, Western, Sabaragamuwa, Central, northern and northwestern provinces, as well as the Gaul and Matra districts, may experience showers or thunder showers at times. Heavy rainfall of up to 75 millimeters is expected in some areas within the western Sabaragamuwa and northern provinces and in Gaul and Matra. Now, elsewhere, showers or thunder showers are likely to occur in scattered locations, particularly after 1 p.m. Now, residents are advised to take necessary precautions against lightning and localized flooding, especially in areas prone to heavy rainfall. Up next is international news. Now, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has said leaders must get serious and deliver. He warned that global divisions, conflicts and crises have left the very principle of international cooperation to its most fragile point in decades. Now, nearly 150 heads of state and government are expected in New York next week, alongside thousands of officials and diplomats for the 80th United Nations General Assembly.
Next week, every country will be here, including nearly 150 heads of state and government. And this is an opportunity we cannot miss. 1 week offers every possibility for dialogue and mediation, every opportunity for forging solutions. Thousands of leaders' meetings will take place, and I will hold over 150 bilateral meetings myself, and I will use every one of them to press leaders to contact each other, to speak directly with each other, to bridge divides, to reduce risks, to find solutions, to get serious. Our times demand more than posturing and promises. They demand that leaders make progress and follow through. To honor the Charter, pursue peace, advance sustainable development, ensure human rights, and confront global challenges together. The United Nations is the place. Next week is the time, and leaders must get serious and deliver. It is not in the attributions of the Secretary General to do the legal determination of genocide. That belongs to the adequate judicial entities, namely the International Court of Justice. And let us be aware that at the present moment, the International Court of Justice is dealing with a case whose name is Application of the Convention on the Prevention and Punishment of the Crime of Genocide in the Gaza Strip.
Now, moving on, US President Donald Trump relished the glow of a British royal spectacle. Greeted at Windsor Castle on his state visit by King Charles III, military honor guards and mounted troops before paying a private tribute at Queen Elizabeth II's tomb. No US president or any other world leader has ever had the honor of a second UK state visit. The pomp and pageantry are deliberate, meant to bolster ties with Trump at a time when his America First policies are putting pressure on trade and security arrangements around the globe. For the grandeur-loving president, festivities involved 120 horses and 1,300 troops, including the latest Guard of Honor in living memory. The British government hopes a multi-billion-dollar technology deal will show the transatlantic bond remains strong despite policy differences. The two-day trip will blend diplomacy and pageantry as King Charles III hosts Trump at Windsor Castle before talks with Prime Minister Keir Starmer at Chequers, the British leader's rural retreat. Now, Trump has said the word special hardly does justice to the relationship between the transatlantic allies. He described them as two verses of the same poem, beautiful on their own but really meant to be played together. He also said they have done more good for humanity than any two countries in all of history. At the same time, US President Donald Trump described his second state banquet as one of the highest honors of his life. Now, as I mentioned before, he is the first American president to be welcomed to the UK for a state visit twice. Now, here's a listen to what the King and President Trump shared during the banquet.
Mr. President, Mrs. Trump, it is with great pleasure that my wife and I welcome you to Windsor Castle on this, your second state visit to the United Kingdom. This unique and important occasion reflects the enduring bond between our two great nations, anchored by the deep friendship between our people. This relationship, which with good reason we and our predecessors have long called special, has made us safer and stronger through the generations. Our people have fought and died together for the values we hold dear. We have innovated, traded, and created together, fueling our economies and cultures through myriad forms of exchange. We have celebrated together, mourned together, and stood together in the best and worst of times.
Majesty, Melania and I are deeply grateful to you and Queen Camilla for your extraordinary graciousness, and to William and Kate, thank you so much. It's been so great being with you today. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. It's a singular privilege to be the first American president welcomed here. And if you think about it, it's a lot of presidents, and this was the second state visit, and that's the first, and maybe that's going to be the last time. I hope it is, actually. But this is truly one of the highest honors of my life. Such respect for you and such respect for your country.
Now let's move to sports. For the Asia Cup, Pakistan secured a 41-run victory over the United Arab Emirates in a tense Asia Cup T20 match held in Dubai despite a delayed start and off-field controversy. The match began an hour late due to Pakistan's team arriving late at the stadium. Now, reports suggest the delay stemmed from tensions following a controversial incident during the earlier India-Pakistan clash. Allegedly, match referee Andy Pycroft instructed both captains not to shake hands during the toss, citing diplomatic sensitivities, which led to backlash from the Pakistan Cricket Board, or the PCB. The PCB has since requested Pycroft's removal from the tournament. Now, despite the rocky start, UAE won the toss and opted to bowl first. Pakistan's innings saw early setbacks, losing 2 wickets for just 9 runs. However, Fakhar Zaman stabilized the innings with a half century, while Shaheen Shah Afridi remained unbeaten on 29. Pakistan posted a total of 146 runs for 9 wickets in their 20 overs. Junaid Siddique was the standout bowler for UAE, claiming 4 wickets. Now, in response, UAE struggled to build momentum. Rahul Chopra top scored with 35 runs, but 7 other batters failed to reach double digits. Pakistan's bowling attack, led by Shaheen Shah Afridi, Haris Rauf and Rabrar Ahmed, each taking 2 wickets, restricted UAE to 105 runs in 17.4 overs, sealing a comfortable win.
And the match has come to an end in a bizarre way.
And of course, all the 2025 Asia Cup T20 matches are being broadcast live on TV1 and streamed via sirasatv.lk. And that brings an end to this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown with me, Zulfick Farzan. But if you want to keep yourself updated with all the stories we brought you today and what's happening throughout the day, visit our award-winning website www.newsfirst.lk. Follow us on our social media handles on X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. And also, don't forget to subscribe to our WhatsApp channel, where all these stories will be sent directly to your palm-held devices. Until I see you again, take care and stay safe.